When you first get your newborn car seat, it's going to be an infant only seat that's rear facing only, and you're going to have the carrier that you take in and out of the house. So when you're bringing your baby home from the hospital as a newborn, most these seats come with some type of newborn insert that you can put in the seat. Okay, so you're going to have the straps in the very lowest slot that you can possibly have them in, because you want the straps to be at or below their shoulders, and the newborn, that's as low as you're going to want it to go. And you're going to want, so when you put that baby in, they're barely going to fit in this little space because they're so tiny and just a ball of mush. But the thing I want to tell you about today is that once you have the newborn becomes 11 pounds, at least on this seat, on different seats, this is a Kiko, different seats have different newborn inserts, and they have different rules about when you need to take things out. And a lot of parents don't realize it, that by the time they're going to about their month visit with the pediatrician, that's probably about the time you're going to want to remove whatever that insert is in your car seat. Some of them you just remove the extra padding. Some of them you have to actually take the Nuna, you take out an actual pad that's back here underneath it. So you just want to make sure you're reading your manual so you know exactly what type of insert you're going to need to take out. So once you're going to want to move the straps up and take out this infant seat, what you're going to have to do is completely turn your car seat over on the bottom, and you're going to find the splitter plate where you're going to have to move these harnesses. There's a hook here that they're going to be hooked around. You're going to have to kind of maneuver it so that you can get that hook off. The splitter plate is there. Okay, so you're going to take the harnesses off of here. I usually recommend doing one at a time so you can remember how it's supposed to go back on in the front. I'm going to feed it through that part of it, and then I'm actually going to have to take the padding off and undo the clip and the buckle so that I can feed it through here as well to take it off of the seat entirely. So you have to it's a little bit of a struggle to feed everything through, but you want to feed it all through on both sides so that then you can remove it, and you're even going to take off the part that's around the buckle as well. So now I have removed this side, and I now have the harness free from that. I'm going to go ahead and buckle it into the buckle so I can make sure that I have the leg strap nice and flat here without twisting, and it goes into the buckle. And then I want to thread this strap into the back of the car seat itself on the slot that's provided. You're going to need to look at your own car seat and see how you adjust the straps or the slots that the harness goes through. For this one, it raises up by just squeezing the back of these orange pieces and moving them up to the next slot, and you hear it lock in that place. So you want to make sure that wherever the harness is going, it's baby backwards below, so it's below the baby's shoulders, but it might be that you want to move it up a little bit so that it's, they're not way down below them, it's just right below their shoulders. When you feed this through, you want to make sure it's really cooked around that hook there so it can't come off, and then I can start with the other side. So now that I have the insert completely taken out of the car seat, I'm going to do the other side of the strap by buckling it in, making sure the leg strap is flat and no twists. And then I usually put these two together as well to make sure that middle portion is also flat and no twists. And then I'm going to feed this part back through the back again, through the slot, flip the car seat over, and make sure it's safely flat back here and attaches to the splitter plate where I want it to attach, so it's nice and snug there. So then once I put the baby in, I'm going to make sure I cannot see whatever the slots are where the baby is when they're laying in here. You cannot see those slots because it's down at or below their shoulders. It may be that you can move this, you might have to move it, squeeze those orange things and move it down or up, depending on, there they are, depending on if they need to be down or up, or even one more up. You can your seat might adjust in different ways to know which one is the correct one for the baby that you have in the seat and how old they are. Also, if you've taken these off, you can put them back on. They Velcro usually, or slide on the harness before you put it through the slot, so that you have these on there if you want them on there. You just want to make sure whenever these are on here that they don't come interfere with the, and that is backwards. Let's flip it. Want to make sure they don't interfere with the buckle, the chest clip. You want that chest clip to be right at their armpit when you have these in, and if these don't let you do that, you probably want to get rid of them because they're not essential to what's going on.